Now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are completely finished with the Skywalker saga and moving on away from the sequel trilogy, a lot of fans have been very curious about the future of the Star Wars franchise and their new expanded universe. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Episode 9 is that we do know that J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio laid down the groundwork in order to really establish new Star Wars lore and to create some mysteries and to create questions in that movie. And by far, without a doubt, one of the most emotional moments at the very end of Episode 9 is the death of Ben Solo and the ambiguity of exactly what happened to Ben. Did he become a Force ghost? What's going on? What's the deal, right? So, with J.J. Abrams now no longer a part of Star Wars, in fact, J.J. has stated that he has no plans to return to Star Wars at all for any movies or TV shows in the future, and that he is completely detaching himself from Star Wars. He did his part with Episodes 7 and 9, and now he's moving on forward. So, everything related to Disney and Lucasfilm, their new expanded universe. By the way, in case you guys did not know, they have tons of projects currently in early development that is going to be on Disney Plus and theatrical releases and in the forms of books, novels, and comics and video games, all going to interconnect with each other just like the MCU, also known as the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, looking at everything here beyond Episode 9, what's very exciting is that now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with the sequel trilogy, they are both said to be moving on to their new Star Wars universe, where they have over 10 years worth of Star Wars related projects currently in the works. Now, it's noted that they are primarily focused on their new Star Wars trilogy, as well as their Disney Plus streaming service, or their upcoming TV shows for their platform. One of the big plans that both Disney and Lucasfilm currently have is bring back Adam Driver into the Star Wars universe, despite Adam Driver stating that he was actually done with Star Wars. It's noted that they are aiming to bring back Adam Driver into the Rise of Skywalker sequel series that is currently in early development that will be in animated form, where this plan is to bring back Adam Driver is actually said to come from Disney CEO Bob Iger for the new animated series that is said to bring a return of Ben Solo in some way, shape, or form, and that Lucasfilm wants Adam Driver to do the voiceover work for this project that is in the early development stage and is aimed to release sometime when the new trilogy hits theaters in the near future. Now, the plan to bring back Adam Driver is to actually keep the continuity in place of Ben Solo's voice to create a direct sequel to The Rise of Skywalker that will give fans a view into the life of the characters after Episode 9. It's noted that the sequel series is said to reshape how fans view the Force and that individuals can do with the Force, and that the project will explain exactly what happened to Ben Solo and what his place in the galaxy is going to be, given that J.J. Abrams made it very mysterious as to whether or not Ben Solo became a Force ghost. Also, the series is said to dive more so into the worlds between worlds and even a glimpse into Rey's Jedi students and the new Jedi Order and the Star Wars community. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, this is going to be a very interesting stage for Star Wars because this is going to be kind of like their version of Star Wars Rebels / The Clone Wars that's going to be attached to the sequel trilogy era. I think that the main focus here obviously is everything to do with Ben Solo, and we do know that Adam Driver stated several times that he is no longer going to portray Ben Solo in any kind of Star Wars movie. However, keep in mind that this is a TV series and it's not in live action form, it's in animated form. Mind you, it's going to have a different design than the Clone Wars or Star Wars Rebels. In fact, the graphics are going to be completely different from what's been going around, and that's going to actually make it differentiate from Rebels and the Clone Wars and Star Wars Resistance. So, the fact that this series is going to go over the true fate of Ben Solo and exactly what happened to Ben Solo in the Rise of Skywalker and after that, it really does make one wonder, are they just going to make him a Force ghost? Are they going to do something different? That's a big question, right? This is all to keep the continuity in place and to really keep the voice of Ben Solo as accurate as possible. To have him back on board voicing Ben Solo once again in the near future is also a plus by Disney and Lucasfilm. Now, mind you, Adam Driver did say that he's no longer going to be a part of any future Star Wars movies, that he's done with Star Wars as far as movies go. Now, this TV series, like I say, it's going to be interesting because I'm not really all that interested in the Rey Skywalker stuff per se. I will be interested to see exactly what the new Jedi Order will look like and what her students are going to be like. But as far as the character of Rey, I'm not too interested in that part. The part that I am interested in is everything related to Ben Solo and exactly how he's going to be utilized in this new series. Now, mind you, it's only in the early development phase and won't even be released until when the new trilogy is all set and ready to drop in the near future. That's going to reshape the Star Wars franchise and is really going to evolve it as we know it. So, obviously, you can see that Disney, they are trying to satisfy the fans. They're trying to do incredible things with Star Wars as we know it. So, anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.